Host, please let's go live. Excellent moment to every one of us. Today is Wednesday, the 13th day of August 2025, and it is the global clusters. And today, being Wednesday, we have our genuine love evolution. And we are saying instead of end SARS evolution, instead of end background revolution, instead of all this evolution and all these protests and the unrest that never did anything positive to us as a people, as a nation, we are calling ourselves to say, come, let us do genuine love revolution, where we treat ourselves not because of tribe or ethnicity or class, but because of love, showing empathy, kindness, and using all these ingredients to develop ourselves as a people and develop ourselves as a nation. We are calling ourselves today into genuine love evolution. Before we dive in, let us share the video promo of the genuine love revolution. Host, kindly share the video of the genuine love revolution. Thank you.
Love is the most powerful force for change. Welcome to the Genuine Love Revolution. This movement is about embracing love, not just as a feeling, but as a transformative way of life. It begins with loving yourself, extends to those around you, and radiates outward to the entire world. Through kindness, empathy, and compassion, we can build relationships that truly matter. This revolution calls us to lead with our hearts, to see the humanity in others, and to create a ripple effect of care and connection. Imagine a world where every act of kindness inspires another, where empathy becomes our daily practice, where compassion binds us together. This is the power of genuine love, and it starts with you. Each small act, every warm embrace, each helping hand, these are the building blocks of a more caring and empathetic society. Join us at Global Clusters as we ignite this revolution of genuine love, inspiring a more caring and empathetic society. Love is the answer, and the Genuine Love Revolution is calling you to action. Visit theglobalclusters.org and be part of this transformative journey. Stay tuned for updates on the revolution, and don't miss a single meeting. They're vital to building the world we all deserve. Let's lead with love, starting today.
Let us lead with love, starting today. A very great welcome to every one of us. Those of us in the studio, I say welcome. Every one of us viewing from YouTube, we say welcome. On Facebook, welcome. On X, Instagram, and TikTok channel of the Global Clusters, we say welcome to every one of us. A very big welcome and greetings to the Global President of the Global Clusters, in person of Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, the founder and CEO of the Global Clusters. And a very great shout out, best regards to the 001 Genuine Love Evolution, in person of Ambassador Afolabi Olayinka. We greet you so very much, ma. And the 002 Genuine Love Revolution, we greet you, sir, person of Cluster and Mr. Sir Cypran Nwoku. Thank you for all you do to contribute your own quota to humanity and, of course, to our nation, Nigeria. Yes, I am Flosian Oluwaseyi, and I'm being directed. I've been directed to guide what we're going to be doing today in the global clusters. That is the Genuine Love Revolution. Today we're going to be looking at small acts of love make a difference in nation building. Small acts of love that makes a difference in nation building. As we all know that the fundamental objective of the global clusters is that it was created, it was born out of the love for our nation. The global president, Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, being a global citizen, yes, by the virtue of his status and position, he has the opportunity to travel to see what's happening in this developed nation, and he saw that yes, these are revolutions. They are the integral part. These are the ingredients that made all these developed nations develop actually. So genuine love is part of them. That is, they show love to themselves, they show kindness to themselves, empathy. They put effort in looking out for each other. And that is why in our revolution today, we'll be looking at genuine love revolution now. We're looking at the theme of today being small acts of love that make a difference in nation building. Now, we all know that love is a powerful force that unites people and builds stronger nations. The genuine love revolution emphasizes everyday kindness and compassion. The small acts of love can have a big impact on the progress of a nation. When we talk about love and the act of love, some people used to based on their experiences, you understand, they used to feel like you have to do a lot, you have to gift an elephant, sort of, you know, to anyone to show that you love them, you understand. So but through ages we realize that, even showing this love itself, it goes beyond big things. There are some small, small things, you understand, that will make people feel like, oh, this person loved me, this person is showing love. You understand? So that is what we're going to be looking at today. There are some simple, simple things. In fact, look at how the world is even um, structured. There are some very important things in life that we don't even recognize, but they are the most important thing in life. Is that if you look at life critically, you know, the materials are not even the most important thing about life. As of this moment, if the air, this abstract, invisible, weightless, intangible uh material, this air, if it's being stopped for like 5 minutes, let it just stop for 5 minutes, at least we have some considerable death rates. Yes, that people just in life will end. Yes, that. So it's intangible, but it's very, very important. So there are some simple, simple things that we could do, to show people that we love them. And when we do that, little, little things, you know, make it a norm, you know, it has a ripple effect. It has a great, great effect to help us as people, even in our neighborhood, to live fine and spreading across, to a larger community, to the states, to the country, to the continent, to the world. So it's very, very important that we look at all these small acts of love that we could incorporate and make a norm. So understanding small acts of love, they are simple, thoughtful gestures that promote harmony. They are very simple. They are things that you don't even need to spend. You don't even need to spend anything. You understand? They are just simple, thoughtful gesture that promotes harmony. They could also be directed towards individuals, communities, or the environment. Get all these simple acts you can be to one on one, irrespective of the gender or color. Can go to a community, this community is lacking this, even it's just enlightenment to tell, oh, this is your right though, as a people, don't let anybody deceive you. This is what is your own, understand? Like yesterday we did that the 002 chaplain, Dr. James Mercy, came to enlighten us on our fundamental rights. Some people doesn't know. Most people suffer because they don't even know what rights they have. You understand? So by just going to these communities that doesn't have opportunity to go to school, we know that sometimes you get to school, you get to learn all these rights from your civic education and all that. You know, by just going there, you that you are here, this is what you need to know. This is your right. You can ask this question. This is what the things that ought. You don't need to be begging for these things. This is your right. That the things that you ought to have. Yeah, I tend to this. By doing that, as a community, you're enlightening them. It's very, very important. And they are, like you said, they are also directed to the environment. How can you direct love to the environment? Look at now in this part of the world now we are having some kind of rain. You know, you can show kindness to the environment by just clearing the drainages. There are some people that don't have the knowledge of how the blockage of drainage. Some people that have turned the drainage, to their waste bin, understand that garbage bin, and you can help enlighten. Okay, let's clear this place. You understand? Clearing of our drainages, picking of clearing some bushes on the main road, that obstruct our view of people. Even by even assisting to clear traffic, you're doing a great deal. It's small, but it goes a long way. There are small acts that goes a long way to make you um, input your own culture into the betterment of the people and, of course, to the nation. Now, understanding small acts of love again, we have create a culture of care, like creating a culture of care, respect, and responsibility. Understand? You show care for people, you respect them, understand? Respect their views, respect who they are as a person. We've learned that also. That's all about our humanity evolution. This is human being, not this is a Christian, not this is a Muslim, not this is a white, this is a black. This is a human being. And so treating people like that, respecting them, respecting the life of people, not just treating people like trash. And of course, responsibility. We taking responsible for whichever position or tax given. It goes a long way. It goes a long way to make us show that when someone sees you, that some people, all these things, it goes a long way. There's some people that, maybe why they are looking for some favor, they are kind of feeling like they're feeling excited, they want to do it, and when they got the task and the responsibility, they now see them falling short. We should take responsibility for any duty or any task that you have been given. It goes a long way to show that, oh, I love this person. I'm showing I'm responsible for this. Okay, this is what this has been given to me. This is my disposal, my jurisdiction. I take care of it. Taking care of business, right? Is responsibility. So this is an act. These are small acts of love that we should understand when we talk about small acts of love. All right. So, what are some examples? So, are some examples of small acts of love that we can start to inculcate as from today, that can help us build ourselves as a person, spread across ourselves as a people, then going out there. And it's very, very important that as clustarians, it's important that as we hear all these things, we just try. you know, what we are doing here is a lot. The global cluster is like a community, it's an academy. We come here, we enlighten ourselves. There's some things that we have to unlearn, there's some things we have to relearn, and there's some new things we have to learn. Understand? To make us that global citizens that we ought to be is very, very important. So examples of small acts in nation building. One, helping neighbors in times of need. You know, it's very important that we need to inculcate this, every one of us. You know, there will always be people in need, and you always have something to spare. Yeah. So even if you don't have food to give, you don't have the money to give, you can, there are some materials you can actually share with people in need. You could do that. So there's no way that people will always be in need, even the most richest, and the most wealthy, they'll always need uh they will always need help. That's very, 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 very sure. There's that. Even the kings need help. There's that, even if it's just someone to play music for them to make them feel relaxed. It's still something to make them feel relaxed. So everybody needs help. Through your sense of empathy, you could see it's not necessarily when someone comes to you begging, through your interaction. Talk about neighbors this time, people around you. Understand? It could be your colleague, be people around in your neighborhood. Understand? You see that this person, this family, they are not up there yet. Understand? You could just share what you feel like, oh, you have and the need. You just share. It's goes a long way. These are example of small acts that we could do. Another small act that we could just do is volunteering for community cleanups. That's about the environment. Understand, coming together. This environment is instead of waiting for the government or waiting for someone can come together. You know, oh, let's do this. Maybe you can just take one of the days, maybe the weekend. When everyone is around, you call yourself together. That's you're showing love to the environment. You shouldn't forget the issue we are having with the environment right now. Talking about climate change and the likes. There's so many issues about it. It's a global issue now. So we can help curb that. Is that, and talking about climate change, even um, deforestation is part of it. So we're like, wow, we need to have some trees, to protect this from the knowledge we get. Okay, let's have some trees planted. Okay, let's reduce bush burning and all that. There are ways by which you can do all these things and help our community. Now, another way we can show small act, another example is supporting local businesses. This is very important. This is Nigeria, and there has been clamor for supporting local commodities. You understand? When you show love to the near, although when people start something, when you start something new, you know, it might not be as standard as such. Even countries, that develop, they are doing things that are very standard now. When they started, it was not as standard. There was a time there's a country that if you buy anything, they used to call their name. This is the country thing that you buy. This one is this. They used to see that country as doing fake things. Most of us, you get what I'm saying? Because we are alive, we just need to censor our statement. You understand? But we know look at what you bought. It's from this country. But that country right now, they are doing great things. This country might start with something substandard. The same thing applies to us as Nigeria. We are talking about Nigeria. This is our nation. You understand? So we should try encourage local made goods. You understand? Patronize the textile, patronize the cobblers, the shoe. You understand? Our fashion, they are beautiful. Our food, you know, it's very important that we do that. It's so important that we do that. When you see, because that will encourage um that startup, those SMEs as we used to speak. So encourage them to be bigger, to be more. And as they're bigger, we're having a country that is industrialized. That is no more consuming but producing. We are showing love to that local person while we are increasing our nation. Some people in this country have left nice ideas, good business enterprises, because when they started, there wasn't any patronage, from the locality. You see them leaving them and going to imports. You understand? We should just try to patronize the local one. Why we give feedback? Oh, do it better. Even our apps, you see some out there, we have a lot of them. Some won't do well, they will expect you to give them feedback. Oh, okay, how can we do it better? Even the global clusters have. So global cluster is a local product, it's a local virtual product. We aren't competing with anyone. This has been brought for us to bring everybody together. We do a lot of things in the global process. In fact, we patronize a lot of there are locally made things here in the global process that the global president is encouraging us to partner to work together. You help somebody to sell affiliate marketing is there. You understand? We have a lot of people selling food. They are here. You are talking about real estate. You are talking about mattresses, everything you have in the global process. So I believe that one of the ideas of this is we community, we are coming together to help ourselves, supporting ourselves, promoting ourselves. So when we promote support local businesses, it goes a long way that I love this person, I love your ideas. You understand? Let's support. And we shouldn't price less what we have, what we produce here in Nigeria. I have several experiences of that. See someone, you see all this, especially this locally made stuff, you understand? Like our there's this roasted uh plantain, we call it bolly here. You understand? We call it they toast the plantain, and you see some people want to price it down. It doesn't matter, when you support locally made goods, you are showing love. These are acts of love. Another small act of showing love for nation building is sharing knowledge or skills with others. And that is always what we do here in the global process, encouraging. The global process we always advocate, we always announce it. You that you have knowledge, come share. That's why we have in the global process, we have the professionals, we have the technocrats, we have the entrepreneurs, everybody coming, they will share ideas. Every day you see professionals coming, sharing ideas. Very recently now we have a fish factory business, tycoon that has come. They want to mentor people in doing that. When we share all this, you see people growing. You don't need to be waiting for anybody to do anything. You understand? You can do it. You have the ability. So when you have the skill, you share it with people around you. In your neighborhood, you that have, especially in the community, in the society whereby especially neighborhood where it's open. We're talking about the community that everybody can just see what is happening. You know, you have the knowledge. We have our kids in primary school, in secondary school, and you can help them. Understand? Help them with their homework. Now they are at home. Understand? Sharing those knowledge with those children. You can groom them before they resume for the new session. A child that you have seen the report card are outside now. Understand? You are an adult. You have been there. Understand? You check the report card. Oh, you are going to the next class. I think your mathematics you are weak there. Let me support you. Doing that is love. You are showing, that's a small act of love. And that child will never forget you. And what you have done to that child, you give that child a sense of belonging to share with others also. And you have a nation whereby everybody is ready to share. Nobody is selfish or greedy to want to have everything for themselves. They are ready to share and to embrace. So sharing knowledge or skills with others is also a small act, that you can actually show that you love people, even if they can't support, if they don't have, just do it because you want to do it for the sake of helping people. That is love. That is, it wants the younger generation to have knowledge, to have insight and to grow, to move away from ignorance. It's very, very important, when you help to fight ignorance, when you help to remove ignorance from the society, you are doing a good deal, great deal, because a nation that is well enlightened. It's a nation that is free from propaganda, free from manipulation. Freedom to choose and having sound decision. The reason for advice is because most people don't know. Most people don't know. They don't even know themselves. You understand? When you help people to acquire skill and knowledge, they are great deal. They are great deal. That goes a long way. All right, we've talked about some examples. We've talked about what small acts of love, what they have, and we've talked about some of the examples. So why should we need to do this? Why small acts are matter in nation building? Why? Why small acts of love? What's listed? How and why do they matter in nation building? Number one, it fosters unity and social cohesion. It fosters unity and social cohesion. When you give your own part and you help, when everybody comes together to clean the environment now, understand? We are collaborating to build. We are collaborating to build the right. Understand? So when you see that, the memory, the thoughts, oh, yesterday we did this, so it was fun. You cannot go because even I grew to understand all these things. Most times then while I was growing, every last Saturday of the month, we'll come out, we clean our environment. Everybody come out, there won't be work at that period. I think from 7 in the morning to 10 in the morning. Everybody, some neighbors that you don't even see for 3 months, you understand? They are forced by law to stay back. If not, they're gonna be charged, by the law. So we all come together, we play with the children, even if we're not doing anything, then we play with everyone, all those things. It's unity, bringing us together. We are coming together to do the right thing. When I was growing, there's no coming together to destroy. There was so much coming together to do a lot of better things. We clear the drainage. In fact, where there's rain and the water is not flowing, we have to create paths, for water to just flow. All those days was so interesting, growing as kids there. Another act, and why also, another reason, for this small act of love is it encourages mutual trust and understanding. It encourages mutual trust and understanding. You know, all these things that we do, it's when we come together to do what is right in the environment, we understand ourselves better, we do better, we grow better as a people, we help ourselves to be better, we trust each other because we know that we are helping. When you as an adult, you help the younger one, it might not be your direct sibling, it might be someone you neighbor with, helping them to do things that are right, doing right, guiding them. They trust you more, and everybody respects each other because we respect ourselves. There's love, the trust to be there. I'll be able to do business with you. That's why we always come here every day in the Global Clusters, sharing knowledge, sharing ideas so that we can build that trust and understanding. So it will be easy for me to call on anyone that I have this business, I want to do this transaction, and we will to do that without even thinking of um, anybody going to swindle us or anybody going to scam us. And another reason for this small act, why they matter, is inspires civic responsibility. It inspires civic responsibility. When we are coming together and we want to do something, you see everybody coming together to support, want to do something right. Oh, because we have been doing what is right, irrespective, it will go beyond tribe and class or anything anymore. It won't be about that anymore. It will be about let us come together to do this thing because it's the right thing. And everybody want to join to do that. So we won't need to be begging and forcing anybody to do what is right. No, another reason for us to engage in this smart and why they matter in national business, it strengthens national identity through collective goodwill. Like we said, everybody coming together. We are all coming together. When we make a call, it's a call that let us do this thing. We want to do this thing. We want to build this. It's not about we want to go fight. We want to try. Most of the protests that I have seen happen, it's just a cover up to do ill, evil, break into shops, steal from people, oppress people, destroy things. That doesn't make any sense at all, and doesn't show that we love our nation. Doesn't show that we love ourselves. Because if there's love, you won't think of destroying or going to steal for someone's shop because you are protesting. You understand? So it's just a disguise. So people just use that disguise just to show their hate that they have for someone else. You understand? So when we always come together to build, when we come together as a people, all these small acts, you understand? We always come together when even there's an issue, we always come, okay, how can we solve this? We always come together for something like this. All these things are the things that are making countries to develop because we continue to support your country to destroy it. For how long are you going to destroy it? Now, if you continue to destroy, your age is advancing. One day you're going to end. Then you have some children, you have some people behind you, you have family. What you have destroyed is what they are going to continue to enjoy or suffer for. So we should be intentional and be deliberate and be conscious of all these things. That whatever we do, whatever we give into the universe is coming back to us. Whatever we give to our nation is coming back to us. So if you want good for our nation, if you want love, you should start giving. Since I've never mentioned you giving some money, and it's just an act. This little thing, little things that it costs you, that won't even cost you close to nothing, close to nothing. So let's talk about some of the acts. What is the impact of this? What is the impact of these little acts? Yes, all these small acts. What is their impact on communities? What is the impact of these little things that we do? What effect? What is the ripple effect? Number one, it reduces conflict by promoting empathy. There won't be, even if there's going to be any conflict to do, before it escalates, it's gonna be nip in the bud because we love ourselves. You understand? What happened? Oh, is this is the oh, okay, sorry, it's stuff like that. There won't be misunderstanding, there won't be suspicion, there won't be presumption, there won't be prejudge, there won't be sentiment, there won't, because I thought good of because I trust you, because I understand you. You understand? There won't be issues. The community will be at peace because everybody's looking out for each other, everybody's helping each other. People are protesting. People, all these vices, apart from some people that have decided to be what they are, majority of the if are all these people that are into all these vices, when they are being apprehended and they are being interviewed, you see them being remorseful. They don't want to do it. You understand? Assuming they are being catered for, show love. You understand? They don't want to go into that. Every one of us have an atom of love inside of us. So what we are saying is those little acts will just magnify, amplify that which you have inside of us. Now, we mentioned that it reduces conflict by promoting empathy. Two, the impact also, it builds supportive network. Yesterday, we did something together to build. Next time, well, whenever we meet, whatever discussion is about building. So the community will grow, society will grow, states will grow, nation will grow, and other nations will see. We are Nigeria, we are giants of Africa for a reason. Because they see that we are doing things together. They saw that we are doing this together. We are super, we are united. So we are great and we can be great. So it's about us coming together, starting from today, you know, amplify that collective collaboration, working together for betterment. And with that, we can continue to grow as a people. Another impact of this small acts of love in nation building is that it encourages youth participation in positive initiatives. All our youths, when we engage them, when we allow love to be embedded in their heart, you know, when their ideas, when their initiatives are being valued, when you show them love, you don't just shut them up. That's that. When you support them, you see them coming up with ideas. Look at developed nations, it is their use, they are doing things. We also we can. When we start, collaborating instead of competing, there's no need for you to compete. We know that the sky, that is the firmament, is so wide enough for everybody for all the birds to fly without pollution. We can all thrive. We can. We have a robust economy, we have a robust community here, where everybody, there's so many opportunities that we can leverage upon and be better for ourselves. Another impact, as we are closing, another impact is it enhances resilience in times of crisis. Even if it is a disaster, because we love each other, we look out for each other, we support each other, uh, we rally around each other for the better. All right. Now we have looked at it in local context. Now around the world, the global perspective of all these small acts of love can position nations as models of peace. If that small thing we are doing, that love that we show amongst ourselves as a nation, people will see Nigeria as those people, they love themselves. So let's go there, there's love. And where there's love, that's where God is, from what I know. God is love and love is God. So, and where there's God, there's always prosperity, there's growth. So when people see that we love ourselves, people just always be talking about us. Nigerians are wow. Google it all over. Nigerians are wonderful people. Yes, because we love ourselves, we protect ourselves, we guide ourselves. It's like anywhere we meet ourselves. So you're gonna put that nation in a global map. Everybody's gonna see that nation, Nigeria, they are wonderful people. You understand? They are good people because they love themselves, they talk well of themselves, they act well of themselves. Also, it strengthens diplomatic and cultural relationships. Oh, where are you from? Oh, I'm a Nigerian. Wow, loving people. Wow, wow. You guys, we heard your story. It's all over the internet. You guys are loving people. You are good in education, in entertainment. Your culture, wonderful people. You are respectful. You are loving. You are accommodating. Those kind of things, because those what I see. And that's what we should be that's what we should be propagating in every of the opportunity that we have, especially in the age of the social media. And of course, it promotes collaboration on global issues. When there's issues around, and people know that this in Nigeria, yeah, they know that you guys, you are loving people, you are people that want growth, you are good to support each other. So they know that, okay, you know how to support, you know how growth works. So you are going to be called, to work as team. In other places, it's still who is this person? Where are you from? Nigeria? We had your story to be. No, 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 no. You understand? When our story is being told as Nigerians, you understand? It should be about love, it should be about kindness, it should be about empathy, it's about working together for better. You understand? For growing. That's all those acts of love that we do, that people see in us, is what they are gonna speak about, or that's what's gonna show for us anywhere that we go to in the world. Now, daily practice for nation building, and how can we start to incorporate it? Some of us, uh, our experiences has made us who we are, but of course, we can change. We are human. We can human. We can change. Some of the daily practices, we can be kind in everyday interactions. Some people are tough to love, hard to love, but just be kind to them. Understand? Be kind in everyday interactions. Number two, offer help without expecting reward. Three, engage in community service. Four, promote peace in discussions and actions. Whenever, anywhere you are as a clusterian, understand, anywhere you find yourself, even if there's a crisis, and just try to mediate. If you have been a consistent clusterian, you should be able to be a very great mediator. You need to be a wonderful reconciliator. You understand? You should be that person that mediates and make peace, because you have been talking about a lot of that in global clusters. And as we are closing, it is very important that we commit to consistent acts of love for community. Inspire others by sharing your positive experiences, and support initiatives that promote unity and justice. I want to pause here to allow uh, others hear their voices to today's discussion on the New Law Revolution, talking about small acts of love that makes a difference in nation building. Uh, Madam T, you have been here earlier, and it would be so kind for you to add your voice if you have been following up. Madam T, over to you. What's your take, ma'am?
Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry. Good morning, and great to be here in your midst. Yes, I was here, but unfortunately, I had to come and go. But I do want to appreciate you for taking the time out this morning to spend the time with us. I believe that it's good work we're doing here. And I also wanted to just point out that we have somebody in the room with us that is new and trying to just learn more about the global cluster. So I'm really, really glad that he joined us on this particular one, to learn more about what we do and how we do it. I truly believe in just being your authentic self, showing up as your authentic self and giving freely. When you give, you receive, and there is no one who is a giver that ever lacks. And there is no way that when you share so freely and so openly of yourself, you will always get something back in return. And when you give, don't expect back from even the person you gave to. If you're giving just out of a giving heart, good things will always come back to you, right? And when you give without expectation, you give without, wanting something back, you just do it because it's the right thing to do, you will never suffer. The universe, God, whatever you believe in, will always reward you, will always reward a generous heart. And that's just my take from today.
Thank you. That's an amazing one. Thank you so very much for that submission. It's right on point, talking about the place of giving as the little acts of that we can even offer. Yes, Pastor and Joshua, can you add your voice, sir? Sir Joshua, are you there? Pastor Joshua, are you there? Pastor Joshua, are you there? All right. Go on, sir.
Good evening, my brother and friend. Well done for the good job that you're doing. And excellent evening to the ambassador in absentia. And I greet all Clusterians and non-Clusterians on the call this evening. Yeah, you've really done so well, done justice this to today's presentation. And you said something earlier that whatsoever you give, that shall be given back to you. In short, it is even scriptural. Like give and it shall be given to you. Right? Um, you know, technology these days, or let me say that some of the new normal that we find ourselves in as much as they are good, they are helping us. Some of the um, new things, the innovations, new technologies that we are having today that be helping humanity, it has been a good one so far, but there's some also side effects that are coming alongside. And one of it is this um, distance in let me say in relationship or in communication. In the olden days where there's no um, you know there's no means of communicating people out there, people in their community tends to relate with each other, like you said earlier, they come out for community service. There's this kind of interaction, you see each other, you guys, you embrace, you play with each other and all that. But now, example, if you look at social media these days, it has bring this distance between people. Understand? Where you people that you're supposed to pay a visit, you guys have some chat together, spend little time together, unite together, you know. Everybody wants to just carry your phone. You just forget about whatever thing around you, forget about people around you. And we are all almost on the social media, just passing time there, which is not bringing this connection between we humans. All right. Let's not forget. I said earlier that you said that whatever you give shall be given back to you. Actually, most of us these days we are always busy doing one thing or the other, and we don't check up on each other. So intentionally, sometimes I'll just feel like, oh, today, let me just at random just check up on one or two people, and just to the reply I'm always getting is always funny. People like, wow, so you remember me today. And you know it's just like they were not expecting it. So just once in a while, just pull a call across to them, chat them up and all that. So I did that few weeks ago and all that. So someone today, okay, I think it was yesterday. So the person chatted me up and we engaged in some kind of conversation. At the end of the day, and she was like, she's just checking up on me. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. So the little I've done in the past, this is another person replicating. Like, so checking up on each other once in a while will go a long way. So love is very crucial, very, very crucial. That's why God is love himself. So it's one of the major attributes of God, and we as human beings we are supposed to replicate the same thing. Just show love to people in whichever way, whichever, no matter how small that you can do it. Just let people, and it should come from a pure heart, not in a deceptive way. Understand? Not showing this eye service. People, you just want to let people know that you care about them. This lousy attitude, and you know it shouldn't be that way. Show love, let it be genuine, and that is all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Wow. You said a lot, and they are really, really on point, and we really appreciate your submission, sir. My brother, friend, and colleague. uh, Luster and Mr. Abose Joshua. Good to have you, and really appreciate all you do to contribute your own quota to the betterment and development of humanity and, of course, our nation, Nigeria. Thank you. Yes, if you are still on the call, if you are in the studio, kindly, because I can see some names, you can unmute and add your voice. And if you are viewing from our YouTube channel, kindly drop your submission and your reviews in the chat box for the whole world to hear and to see and to read from you. And of course, if you are viewing from Facebook also, kindly do the same. Drop your submissions so that everyone will benefit from your ideas and your views is very, very important. And as we are closing, we're saying that nation building starts with individuals choosing love over division. You understand? If you choose love over division, irrespective of the situation, irrespective of what comes that want to divide us, we should deliberately, you know, choose love and in building that bridge instead of um, creating or creating barriers, or walls. We should do our own best, do our best to choose. Okay, today the situation is not fine, but I can decide to be happy, instead of having a faith so uptight, we share we keep a smiling face, we keep a lighted face, we are happy, keeping all these small acts, when they multiply, it creates a national nature, not culture of compassion, you are free, you smile often, you are not uptight, you even though even you have a situation, you you smile. Smiling is another little thing that when you meet people, you smile. There are little acts. You understand? There are little acts that goes a long way also. Our face is like the entrance to our life. You know, when you have when you have a countenance that is down, that is gloomy, people want to approach you, but when you keep a lighted, a lighted appearance, people want to approach you, and you feel okay. People listening, you listen to people. It's another thing you could do, listening without judging people goes a long way, to show that, oh, little by little, it's contagious. As all the vices go viral, the good also could go viral. We should just do our best to amplify the good. We do our best to bring forth the good. Yes, that we shouldn't let the good in us to be um to be silenced. You understand? It's very important that we do that. And together we can build a peaceful and prosperous nation. When we work together, looking at what needs to be done, not necessarily waiting for the government. We don't even need a lot of money to do all these things. It's just about being intentional, understand, being deliberate. We want to do this, we want to fix this, and we can fix it. There are things that it won't even cost us much. There are things that will come together, even if it's going to cost something, but we'll come together and we contribute. It will relieve instead of just one person doing it. So the same thing is that it applies to everything. You know, oh, we have the projects that we need to do for our community. You know, is it about the drainage? Is it about leveling the landscape? We don't need to wait for the local government chairman or the government states to come do that. Okay, let's contribute. Oh, it's gonna cost us this. Oh, let's contribute. Let's do it. Let's fix it. The pole to holding our electricity lines, is almost breaking. Understand? Oh, we can just contribute and fix it instead of waiting. We have to wait for the electrical company to come fix it. Understand? All the little things when we come together, instead of just complaining and lamenting, but we come together to work, to build, it goes a long way because this is our land, this is our nation, this is our own country, and it is how we behave, it is how we relate, it is how we act amongst ourselves that will show to the world who we are. If we are the type that we want to get anything like compete, do or die, if I didn't get it, the other person should not get it. Understand? If I'm the one that have to bring anybody down for me to go up, all those things, it won't make us to grow. So I'm the one that is so vengeful, full of bitterness, revenge, anger, strife, you know, all those things won't help our nation because that is what we're going to be portraying, you know. And even as a citizen, when we have the opportunity to be out there in the world, outside of our own country, we are showing our country some little things that we do. We are showing our country love by being a good ambassador, by being good citizen anywhere we are. Understand? Some countries now they are having issues with some particular country because of what their citizens have done. Understand? They have records of crimes, of violence. You know, that's going to affect even some innocent citizens that want to go to this country for good exploit. It's that. So we have that we are not showing love. You understand? Some people they have the opportunity to meet some people, some other people of other country. You know, the next thing is how they are going to just lie about their own country for sympathy and for favor and the likes to get some aid. They can call their countries any names, paint their country so bad and black because of what they want to eat. That's not right. You are not showing love. That's to us, it's little, to us, there are little things we just say to get something big for ourselves. With those little acts, they have destroyed the image of the country. And not just the country. There's nothing like the country. Like we used to say, the country is not just it's just a geographical location or a map somewhere. A country, a nation is the people. As I am like this, I am tagged in Nigeria anywhere I go to. I carry the Nigerian passport. So I am tagged in Nigeria. In fact, my name has been sold me out already. I carry Nigerian name. So anywhere I go to, anything that a Nigerian has done there affects me automatically. So if I'm going to be treated well, I'm going to be loved, I'm going to be respected, it's because a Nigerian has been there and behaved properly. But if I'm going to be looking at with suspicious eyes and people are just looking at me as a threat, it's because a Nigerian has been a threat there. So it's very important that we take note of this and all these little things we do. They are the acts of love. They show that either you love your country or you don't. So the global cluster is about nation building and everything that we do is about how we can make efforts to make our nation better, our nation great every day. That's what we do, that's what we pursue. Thank you so very much. A very big thank you to everyone that have been with us in the studio. Thank you so very much for your time. Everyone that followed us up on YouTube, on Facebook. Thank you so much for your time today. It's wonderful being around you today. And we talked about some small acts of love that we do that make a big difference for nation building. Nation Nigeria is our nation, and it's a wonderful place to be. It's our own Jerusalem. It's our own place that we can make beautiful, wonderful, peaceful. and loving by all these little things. And then we can have a place whereby there'll be development everywhere, investors are coming, but they know that they are coming to meet people that love you. Thank you so very much. I am Oluwashi Yobisagun. But before we go, we ask ourselves, who are we? We are the community of professionals or upcoming professionals. We are the community of technocrats or upcoming technocrats. We are the community of entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs. We are not just a social media platform whereby you follow your friends, you have connections, you make calls, you make audio calls, video calls, like all the features you have in all your social media platforms. This is a social media platform proudly Nigerian and proudly made for Africa to the world. And we are saying that instead of all this revolution and protests, understand, we are saying let's come do all these revolutions that will add value to our nation. You understand? It's very, very important. You can check us out on Play Store. We have the global clusters. You have Venus. You have the logo at the top right of the global clusters on your Play Store. You download the app and check us out. And you can also check us out on www.theglobalclusters.org. That is www.globalclusters.org. Check us out and to subscribe to be a part of this community is a one-time lifetime of 61,000 naira. This will give you access to the numerous opportunities that we have in the social community. You have access to the London UK Institute, for scholarship in data analysis, business analysis. You have CNA, that certificates in nursing assistance. You have certificates in content creation and management, and several of them like that have been approved for scholarship to help us educate everyone and empower everyone for the very necessary skills that we need in the new normal to scale up. It's very, very important that there are some skills that we need to earn. There's some skill we need to learn for us to earn better in this new normal. Most skills are now virtual, they are there on the internet, they are looking for who to do them. So you need all these skills and to help you scale up. So now the subscription fee is part of this opportunity to scale into these courses and have them for your own benefit. And we hope that all this that we are doing here in the global clusters will help everyone to see that truly Nigeria can be better, Nigeria can be great, because all starts with you and I. I am Person Oluwashi Orisagbe. A very big shout out to the 001, the global cluster himself, the global president, as Ambassador Dr. Adekule Badmus, the founder and CEO of the global clusters, and of course, a very big shout out to the 001 Genuine Love Revolution of the global clusters, the person of Ambassador Olayinka Afolabi, and the 002 Genuine Love, and as Person Sir Cyprus Owoko. Thank you so very much. Tomorrow is Thursday, and every Thursday, the same time, 5 o'clock p.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. Nigerian time, we have our Accurate Connection Revolution. Our mommy, Madam Collector, all the way from the US, will be coming to tell us how we can build this social capital, how we can relate with people. When you meet that person that wants to really assist you, how should you behave? And if you need to meet those right people, how should you behave? I'll see us again tomorrow. For now, I say thank you and bye for now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.